Good morning. My name's Jose Tellez, and I'm the chairperson for the Pahrump Veterans Memorial Board. And I'm very happy to be here today. We have our first Columbarium up. We got the tree alive. We have benches. There's more benches coming. And we're really, really advancing on this. And I want to thank the town board for their support. And I want to thank the community for their support too. So we'll just go ahead and pass the mic around, and this is going to be something really good. And they're smiling at me because they told me they didn't want to talk on TV, and I said yes, they would. So Reggie, let me tell you, Reggie, here you go.
Thank you very much. I'm the past chairman of the board. I'm glad to be here this morning. I had a little health problems, but I'm back in shape again. But it's very good to see that we had some of our projects come to fruition, and it's beautiful to see this columbarium here this morning. I'll pass it on to our town board member, Dr. Waters.
Hi, I'm Dr. Waters, and I'm the town board liaison for the Veterans Memorial Advisory Board. And they have just done an outstanding job. They got together to make sure of exactly what they needed. They asked the town board for it and got it done. These are people who get things done. You can look at the area, you can look at the columbarium, you can look at all the things that they've accomplished. And all I want to say to all of them is thanks. They've done a fantastic job.
I want to say something about Ken. Ken and I were I don't see him here. We were in the town board that was elected by the. No, I wasn't in the town board. I was in the Pahrump Veterans Memorial Board. There was the first one selected by the town board. And here is Ken. He was instrumental also in getting the seed planted on how we were going to do this. And there's a young man behind you that drew a lot of pictures, visions, etc. That I wish he would come up. Scott? Yes, please. This is Jim Scott, and he was the one that took measurements and took all this stuff and everything for our columbarium. And over here, Scott, you gotta be in here, my friend. And he really put a lot of work into this. Gave us all kinds of presentations, etc. But anyway, here's Ken.
Thanks, Joe. Glad to be back on the board again. This is my second tour of duty here. Maybe my third, I don't quite remember. But we've been with Joe, and he's had this vision to get this up and running, and I've just kind of helped take his vision and run with it. So anything that he kind of has planned and in his head, we've seen, and now we're making it come through with the columbarium behind us. And I think we're doing a very good job. Expect some very neat things from us in the future. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it down to Jim Scott.
Well, thanks, Ken. The memorial here is representative of our past. I'm an Iraq veteran, and one of the things that I draw my strength from when I came back was the fact that there were men that came before me and did a greater job than I did. To be able to hear their stories and sharing their experiences was really helpful when I came back. And even today I get to go to a memorial. A friend of mine who was in World War II, and is a good man. And it's good for the future generations to be able to know who these people are. Because my daughter, for instance, who's 8 years old, and my son, who's 4, the odds of them meeting and maybe even knowing somebody who's in World War II is becoming slim. And it's important for them to know who those men and women are who served during that time. The same thing with our Vietnam veterans. We're coming on our 50-year anniversary. It's important that these men and women know that they have a place in Pahrump where they can be remembered for a very long time. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who really did a good job on this. I think this is amazing. And the kind of effort and dedication this is definitely resembles your military service. I appreciate it, guys.
And this is Mr. Goldstein, the Pahrump Veterans Memorial Board member.
Thank you. I'm probably one of the newest members of this board and very proud to be part of this board. It's been long overdue for anybody to do things for the Vietnam veterans. I didn't go to Vietnam. I went to Korea instead, but when I came back in 1969, I saw how Vietnam veterans were treated, and it was disgusting. And this is just phenomenal what this board has done for the veterans of this community, for the Vietnam veterans, and hopefully this will continue for a long, long time.
And I also want to introduce Mr. Bill Dolan, that he was our liaison through all these episodes that we're going through, trying to get this far. So, Bill.
Thank you, Jose. Bill Dolan, as most of you know, past liaison, past board member for this group. If it wasn't for the vision of the initial guys on the board, Jose, Ken, Jim, and a few others, we wouldn't be having this dedication today. And as I believe Ken said, there are many more great things that come out of this board, and I'm looking forward to working with them to help them achieve their mission and goals.
And another member from the Pahrump Veterans Memorial Board, Bruce Cox.
Hi, I'm Bruce Cox. I'm a Desert Storm veteran. I served in the Army for 13 years. I was a senior combat medic in Desert Storm for a field artillery unit. Jose is also my father-in-law, so I'm very pleased to be on this board with him. I've seen all of his work from day one. My dad also was a retired first sergeant, United States Army, and my dad and Jose, they were good friends even before all this started. So I lost my dad about 4 years ago, and he was the first one that we had a ceremony here at the memorial for. And again, I'm just so proud to be on this board, and I look forward to serving with all the other board members. Thank you.
And the next gentleman that I want to introduce is a town board member, Vietnam veteran, Harley Calkin.
Thank you. I'd just like to say that this is just the town of Pahrump working for the citizens here. I'd like to thank the Veterans Advisory Board and everybody that worked towards making this happen. Thank you.
Now, the next person that I'm going to introduce, Reggie recruited him, and he came in, and it was really funny because he went all out. I mean, this man didn't stop, didn't breathe, didn't drink, didn't eat until this was done. And his name is Carl Jones. Carl.
Hello, my name is Carl Jones. I'm retired Air Force, also a retired civil servant. And what I like to say today is this is just not the board. This is everybody. This is something dedicated not just for one person, but for all groups of the services. If you look up here right now and look out there, you'll see as many people in the service and different services, and also people who have children in the service now. So this is a dedication to everybody, and I'd like to thank everybody for their help and support.